Hello, and welcome to another episode of Mighty High's World. This is episode 50, and the last episode we played with some villagers and managed to make a rudimentary villager breeder and villager trading hall. But since then, I've added quite a few more villagers, and yeah, this has been a pain in the butt, let's put it that way. So let's go through my troubles and also triumphs as well, because it's not always been bad. So the bad thing is that some of these villagers are not resetting their trades, which is a bit annoying really, because they've all got a workstation next to them, so I can't see why they're not actually refreshing their trades. Most of them are, thank God, but a couple of them, like this guy and a couple of them down here, let's try and find a guy. This guy, for example, these guys at the back are not refreshing. So it's a bit annoying, but see, there we have again. So basically, then they're picking up a random workstation, probably from over here or here, and I can't really figure out how to do it because they were actually refreshing their trades, but now they're not. So I think one of the problems is, as I say, that they're getting confused with their workstation, or they just can't see one, like I might be missing a few. Another thing is that, as you can see, they've got trapdoors on top of them. This is so that they can technically pathfind to their workstation, which is right in front of them, to the left of them or to the right of them, coming from their eye. So that's why I've got trapdoors down there. And it was Impulse, SV and Pixel Riffs that gave me this idea to actually put the trapdoors up atop so that they can technically pathfind. And also you'll notice I'm using trapdoors on the bottom, and that again is to make this look like a block that they can actually pathfind on. Although technically, thinking about it, it should be on the bottom on this block here, I would imagine. So let's try that. And I'll change all this around and see if we can get some of them at least to, or at least these guys, to refresh their trades. So I've changed a few things up around here now. As you can see, I've got the lecterns in front of them, and then I've also got this trapdoor here, just so one, they don't get out or anything can attack them, and also because they think it's a block as well, so hopefully they think that they can actually get on top of it. But I'm not entirely sure. And basically what I need to do now is, if I can't, it's just become the morning, so I can't sleep at least. So what I need to do is wait until the sun's up about there. I've got a clock in here as well. Yeah, here. So I need to wait a few minutes, and then hopefully some of these villagers will actually refresh their trades, like this guy. Oh, no, was it this guy? Yeah, this guy, for example. Hopefully he will refresh, and a few of the guys over here will refresh. But I'm not too hopeful. If that doesn't work, then obviously they've got completely confused, and I wouldn't be able to figure out what villager corresponds to what workstation, because there's no easy way of figuring that out, which is quite annoying. But at the same time, what I can do is let all the villagers free, let them all roam around and talk to each other, and then I can just make this into a massive library instead, basically, because most of these are librarians, to be fair. But that's not all. We also have a few of them down here, because I was planning on filling this whole place in, upstairs and downstairs, but then I realised the lag is real. I'm getting 100 frames here, but if I go upstairs, as you can see, I've also put in these bubble elevators, which is quite simple. I showed them in a few videos now. But up here I'm getting 80 odd. Oh, so it's not too bad at the moment. But one thing I forgot to show you is if we actually fly to our villager breeder, yeah, there's quite a few of them here, isn't there? So we need to do something about this, because here's where I'm talking about the lag. We're going from 55 and that just keeps dropping. It was at 100, now it's at 60. I mean, it's playable, yeah, but it's not ideal. So I think, see, there it goes to 30, 40, so on and so forth. So this is really lagging out my game. So these guys, unfortunately, probably will have to go. Basically, it's lagging out the game. And also, I've got a load of villagers now as well. I mean, all these guys in here will hopefully do the whole game, to be fair. And it's quite OP as well. So this is what I've got so far. And let's also go through the trades, shall we? So I haven't named these guys yet, but I will do soon. I'll probably put like a sign or something, or maybe even name tag them all, depending on if they changed their or relocked their villagers. And it wasn't that guy. Oh, he's changed his. He's not locked out anymore. This might have worked, guys. Oh, cool. Yeah, man. Oh, he's gone down, and he's a mending villager, so that's good. He's gone down as well, and he's unbreaking. Whoa. So I think this... Oh, he's locked out. He's still locked out. They're locked out. I'm not sure about them because I can't tell. He's not locked out, but he's gone up for whatever reason. This guy's still locked. I'm not sure about him. And so on and so forth. And he's not locked out anymore. So it is working. It's just some of these villagers have forgotten their workstations. I've only a few of them though, so I can't really complain too much. But then let's go through what actual trades we have, because I've got these two shulker boxes pretty much full of enchantments, to be fair with you. So these are all the enchantments I've actually been getting for these guys, because if you can tell, they've got their diamond belt buckle, which means that they're an actual master class, and you probably noticed when I was flicking through their GUI. But let's also have a look at what kind of enchanted books I've managed to get, because I've got quite a few of them and I plan to use some of them. So here we have our books. I'm not going to go through them all, but basically we've got Mending, Depth Stride, Aqua Affinity, Thorns free. So for example, although I'm not particularly keen on Thorns, we got Protection, which is good, so let's grab a few of them. We probably want a few Mending books as well, although maybe not. Let's grab another Protection 3 book. So we got Protection 4. We won't need Feather Falling. We will probably won't need Unbreaking. Basically, I want to try and see what decent books we've got, and then try and make my armor a bit better, because it's not bad, but it could do with some more. Like for example, we could put fire resistance on one of these, probably my leggings, and then blast protection and stuff. So what I'll do is I'll go through all the books I have here and at my base, and it's getting night, and see what kind of enchantments we can actually get for our armor. We're back, and after rummaging through all my books and shulker boxes to find the books, I have them all in my inventory. I've had to buy a few books from these villagers as well, although most of the books in here, if not all of them, are ones I've bought from villagers. But we've got enough to make a decent set of armor now, because we've got some decent stuff on here, like Protection and Aqua Affinity and Unbreaking and stuff like that, like Feather Falling. But I think these could be better. For example, these boots, they haven't even got Protection on, so why not? Let's get 2 Protection 3 books, make that into Protection 4, and put them on our boots, because I've got loads of levels, so I'm not really bothered about that. So Protection 4 for 12. Voila, there we go. And how cool is that? So now we can actually put, for example, Blast Protection on them, which might be good. So let's put Blast Protection on them, and it's 23 levels, which is quite expensive, but oh well, let's do it anyway, shall we? So we've got Blast Protection on them, and finally, if it will let us, we can put Fire Protection on them as well. So let's put that on her, and we've got ourselves a pretty decent set of boots. I don't think I can put Projectile Protection on them, but let's try. Nope, too expensive. So that's all we can put on our boots, which is fine. So let's go to our helmet then, shall we? We've already got Aqua Affinity, Protection 3, Mending and Respiration. So let's put another protection 3 book on here if we've got it. And it needs unbreaking as well. So I've got protection 3 and unbreaking. And that's 10 levels. I've used up all my levels. Okay then. Didn't go well, did it? I had 80 levels and now I've only got 10. Not even that. 9 levels. Just using my boots. So let's fly to our guardian farm if I actually put my elytra on. I hate when that happens. And continue it that way with the anvil. So we're here back at the guardian farm, and let me just put this anvil down quickly, and then we can kill a load of guardians to get the XP we need in order to get our OP armor. Or it wouldn't technically be OP, but it's pretty decent. I'm sure there are much cheaper ways of getting the armor, but I'm just using what I've got to be fair. So we can now put the protection and unbreaking on our helmet. So let's see if we've got anything else we can put on it. For example, fire protection or blast protection or projectile protection would probably be a good idea to protect our heads. So we need 11 levels now. So let's get that. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long, and we've pretty much got it. One more swipe whenever the game actually wants to load. Come on. Just give me the XP, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah, it's quite laggy here, to be honest with you. And that should be 11 there. So now we can put our projectile protection on our helmet. And that's quite a decent amount of levels. So can we put fire protection on? We can. We just need the levels for it. So what I'll do is I'll get up to about 30 levels instead of keep going backwards and forth. And then we can hopefully get it all in one shot, but possibly not. I've still got a few more books to put on these guys. Actually, one thing I would want to do is put fire protection and fire protection together. So yeah, I'll get some more levels and meet you back at the anvil. I'm not quite at 30 levels, but I'm at 20 levels, so that should be hopefully enough to at least put a few more enchantments on. And I've already maxed out my boots and I forgot to put unbreaking on them, so that's a bit annoying, but I've got mending on them and I might have to actually revamp them at some point, but for now they're due until they break or I lose them or just die. I mean, I've got the means to get it all back, so I'm not really too worried if I do lose it. Everything else does have protection, but I think my leggings actually need some work done to them. For example, I think they could do with fire protection, and I got fire protection 4 because I put my 2 fire protection books together. So now it's got fire protection and protection. Let's put blast protection on it, shall we? So it's got blast protection on it as well for any creeper attacks, and that's pretty much all I can do with this armor, in all fairness. I mean, I could probably put a few more enchantments onto my helmet, like blast protection or fire protection. If I've got the books, I probably will eventually, but I think we've actually got a fairly decent set of armor. So we're back here at the villager breeder, and I've just placed a load of lecterns, because I've got them in my offhand. Because sometimes it's easier to have your axe in one hand and the lecterns in another hand to trick the villagers. But that's not what I'm here for. That's just a side note why I've got them in my offhand. I'm actually looking for a compass. So one of these villagers, or some of these villagers or librarians, actually sell compasses. So I've got to find one that does. I haven't. There we go. 1 compass for 3 emeralds. That will do. That sounds like a decent deal. So that's one thing I need, and the second thing, what I really came here for, if I can actually go down here, is the cartographer over here, this dude, because I actually want to buy a woodland mansion off a woodland explorer map off him, so we can actually explore a woodland mansion next episode. So now I've got that, and I've never done this before. Let's put it this way. This is a Minecraft first. Buying a woodland mansion, and I just need 1 more emerald to get a globe banner. Oh no. Can I trade with you at all? No. Oh. So I can't even make any trades to get a globe banner. Damn it. One sec, let me just get some emeralds and I'll be with you in a minute. Alright, so emeralds acquired, we have 7. So now we can actually get our globe banner. And this is also a first. I've never bought a banner off a villager before, so let's grab that. So now we've got our globe banner, we can actually do something with this, but I'm going to wait until the next episode to do that, along with our map, Woodland Mansion map. But let's just have a little quick look to see where it is. And we are, of course, miles away from it, and not even a dot on the map. But it looks like it's in a pretty decent area. But unfortunately, so that will be all for today's episode. But watch out for next episode, because we will be doing some battling, and we will also be killing a few vindicators, as we will be exploring the Woodland Mansion. But unfortunately, I am out of time, so thank you very much for watching. My name is MightyHigh. If you like this video, then please click the like button, and if you really liked it, then click the subscribe button, and also ding the bell so you get notified of further uploads. But that will be it for today. Thank you very much, and goodbye.